We've got a whole bunch of new upgrades, so we're ridiculously strong. And that means I want to try and go for something stupid like a sub 15-minute run in the upper right, so we'll try and kill things as fast as possible. Starting with this really big bow that's attacking quite a bit faster than it used to be. So basically, I just want lots of experience. I want lots of everything. Everything has to die in a hurry. There's the first level up. Increases damage done by 30%, reduces movement speed. I don't need movement speed if I've got damage. I can kill everything from over here. I just need everything to die instantly, and then we'll spawn the bosses quickly, and then we'll move on from there. They have to like swing when they attack, so it's not a big deal for me to avoid them. This guy will take a second. They're just that tough. But we'll wipe out all of these guys. Whoops. Take all that nice experience. Smite is really good. It already does 1100 damage. So whatever that lands on will hurt it, and it will also heal me a little bit. Ow. But that's perfect. Now that I know I have a bit of healing, I'm going to be super confident, doing lots of damage, and just doing really stupid plays that I shouldn't be doing otherwise. Well, here's an extra 20% damage and extra movement speed reduction. I mean, I'll just grab that one later, so that's really not a big deal. And another level up. There we go. Increase your movement speed by 20%. So now our damage is stupidly strong, and our movement speed isn't that bad. Our smite's doing 1225 damage, and it's like its basic level. So I'm hopefully just going to smite everything. For now, I'm just going to take lightning bolt. It's not my favorite, but it does do a lot of damage. Between smite and lightning, I think things are going to die pretty quick. I just need to get lucky with some of those legendary upgrades. Increasing your attack speed by 10% probably will be a good start to that. Already killed the big idiot there. Gonna kill a whole bunch of these. So increase smite by 30% or all damage by 10. I'm probably just going to take all damage by 10 because that's going to affect every ability together. And that's like 6 10s, so that's a 60% increase to its skills, really. I don't love any of these, so we're going to re-roll these. I also don't want to banish these because I've got better things I can banish. Reroll one more time. Don't love any of these. Meteor shower it is. Actually, that hits a pretty big area. I don't mind that. Also, if I can make the area of effect really big, that would also be great. That way, everything will always hit everything. That's already hitting for 1300 damage though, so I feel like we're in pretty good hands. I don't necessarily love any of these. I could banish one to make it reappear. I think I'll just take extra critical strike potency. That's just going to be that top end damage. I mean, the meteor shower seems to be hitting pretty hard, and smite doesn't go right away, so I can lure guys into it. So I'm going to banish, increase your maximum health, because I'm never going to use that. I'm also going to just banish resilience. Never mind, I accidentally bought the resilience. Well, let's consider that my one mistake for this entire run. Won't happen again. Smite is up to 1300 damage, so it's really strong already. And as long as I sit in my meteor showers, I think I'll be perfectly fine. Firewall is also incredibly good. It's already 1110 damage, and this thing just sits here. And we'll hopefully get more of them, and bigger, better, badder ones. But even a basic firewall will like carry me. Between lighting everything on fire and hitting it with lightning, we're going to be just fine already. 3 minutes in, and we have the first Alexi. Some of these are all pretty good. I'm just going to increase the area effect by 5%. That way things like Firewall will definitely go to work. We already took half of his health off, more than half of his health. Wow, okay, he's dead already, so that's a really good sign. Increase fire damage by 20%, definitely. I'm actually going to do something risky here and banish Might, and then we're going to take Thunder Strike. So now we have a pretty good balance of skills. I have 2 fire, 2 thunder, and smite, all of which do really high damage already, so now it's just a matter of stacking up damage on top of them. Okay, I'm going to banish this, then I'm going to banish this in the hopes of getting something better. Okay, we're just going to increase our area by another 5%. And already we're attacking pretty much entire screen. Firewall's getting pretty big. It would be nice to get some multicasts. Increase damage by 10%. So Fireball's up to 1404. Smite's doing 1400 as well, so that's very high already. And we don't need any skills, so we can change to passives. And I don't love any of these, so we're just going to take the Fire Shield thing. That's just going to add a little bit of damage. That might also protect me. I didn't really read what it does. I just thought it was the only thing that could potentially damage things. Extra 30% to Thunder Strike. Extra 30% to Thunder Strike. Thunder Strike now deals 2000 damage already, so yeah, this is shaping up to be a pretty quick run. And basically damage equals speed. At least I'm pretty sure it does. Here's a pretty good one. Increase the damage of all your ranged skills by 20%. I think that's actually all of them. So that's 20% damage on top of what I was already doing. And you know what? Here's 20% to all fire skills as well. So Firewall is up to 2000. Meteor itself is 1000 plus some extra burn damage. Lightning Strike, whatever, is 2400. I've definitely never gotten this much damage this early on, and it's going to keep going. Increase damage by 15%. Do I want 30% on Firewall or 10% over the board? I want Firewall. Firewall always somehow ends up being my most damaging thing. Probably because it just sits here continuously like that and burns. Haven't seen any hits for 10,000 yet, but I'm sure we'll get there. Area of effect, an extra 5%. We hit the 5-minute mark right now, and we're making pretty good time. I think it's only going to get better and better because this thing's going to scale out of control. We haven't even gotten any legendary secondary upgrades yet. Okay, we're just going to increase attack speed by 5%. That's not a superstar, but that does add damage. And you mean the faster I can be attacking, the more damage we're going to do. Okay, we're going to increase our area of effect by 15%. So those are getting pretty big. Pretty soon we're actually not going to be missing any enemies ever. We're just going to be hitting everything on screen, which is great. That's all I've ever wanted. These aren't great, so let's just increase the critical strike chance, which is at 30%. So 1 in 3 hits is a crit. It would be nice to get that up, but we're going to take raw damage first. Since we don't really get any of those, critical strike chance extra 10, so it's at 40%. So just about 1 in 2 hits is a crit, which is probably good enough. Unless we get an easy opportunity for it, but I mean, it feels so redundant at this point. So increase the area effect of all your skills by another 10%, so those are getting big. Keep in mind, Smite does 1700 damage and it heals me when I stand in it. And it'll heal allies, but I don't need allies. Thunder and lightning are my allies. Probably need to stay in an area like walking around my firewall, really. I have a habit of wandering, but I should be pulling idiots in and out of firewall constantly. The next Alexi is here, so that's fun. So let's give another 10% to my area damage and then 10% damage to everyone. Alexi just lost half his health, not sure what hit him. He lost the other half of his half, and then he's about to die. Okay, this is shaping up to be pretty overpowered. So on this one, I think I'm actually going to increase your attack speed by 15%. The damage would be good, but if we can get some extra attacks going out, that's even more damage. And it's a blue upgrade. I mean, blue is way more fun. Gotta remember to stay near the firewall. Increases damage done by 10%, reduces your movement speed by 5. I'll take that. Definitely saw some crits for 7,000. Smite's up to 1,700 damage. Firewall's up to 3,100. So we just need a multicast on firewall. Also, actually not sure I've seen one of those before. I might just be going crazy, but we also killed it instantly. So whatever it is, it's not that big a deal. This is good, but this is rare, so I'll take this. Increase your attack speed by 20%. So firewall is got a 8.1% cooldown and it lasts for 10 seconds. So there's always going to be a firewall somewhere that's always going to be killing everything. So we're at 7 minutes currently. What else can we do? Increase the damage by 20%. I'm going to be so slow by the end of this, but the damage is going to be so stupid that it doesn't matter. Firewall is up to 3,300. Even Smite's 2,100. This is 1,500. This one's 3,000 also. I mean, I don't need speed really, movement speed, because I can just boost around anyway. Increase the speed of Lightning Bolt by 25%. Lightning Bolt isn't really my favorite anyway, so we'll just go for a 15% damage increase that we obviously badly needed. We did have 2 firewalls going for a second there. I think they just overlap because if they should have a 2-second overlap, but I also want some better everything. So firewall is at 7.7 seconds now. This one's every 6.5. Lightning bolt's every 4.5, so that's getting quick. And that is diminishing returns because smaller numbers get smaller. So we should go for damage now. Bigger numbers get bigger because our attack speed is pretty adequate. I won't take attack speed unless there's no other choice. Damage or nothing. Okay, ooh, all your ranged will be hit twice. That's actually like the most ridiculous thing we could find. That double casts all of my skills. I actually don't know if I could have got a more perfect choice there. So now we're going to get 2 firewalls, 2 smites, 2 everything, all of which are doing plenty of damage. The firewall is 3,500 and there's going to be 2 of them and they're huge. Look at all that damage coming down. I'm starting to take a little bit of damage myself, mostly because it's getting a little bit hard to see, but I assume there's a smite in here somewhere that can heal me. There it is, 13 health back. So let's take another 10% damage, mostly just because we can. Oh, I hardly even noticed he showed up again. Here, come into my firewall. I do think I have a revive too if I need it, but Alexi the Plague Bear, he's already dead. And so is pretty much everything else ever. Well, it's been a while since I didn't really have any good choices, so let's just take 20% movement speed. So that way I can just pick up the experience quicker, I guess. I'm not really sure what other point there would be to this. We're at the 9 minute and 20 second mark. I could probably just hold still, and as everything comes to me, it's going to die. Increase your damage by 10%. There's a critical hits for 8,800. It'd be cool to see those get over 10,000, and I think with like 2 upgrades, we're actually going to get there. Because like I said, bigger numbers get bigger as they go. This is an absolutely ridiculous run though. Like I can probably just stand right here like this and nothing's going to hurt me. Oh, I guess the range attacks can. But you get the point. I don't have to do a single thing. But since it's asking, we're going to increase the damage of Firewall by 30%. It's now up to 5,000 damage. And there's a lot of firewalls out there. Like these are just going to absolutely like destroy everything in this little pocket. My lightning destroys everything else. And we just broke the 10-minute mark. So we're at a pretty good pace. I just need to make sure I'm just continually killing everything. So increase the area effect of, that would only be Thunder Strike. But Thunder Strike is 3,400 damage. So that's going to get much bigger. And there's 2 of them. So that's 2 massive Thunder Strikes. What phenomenal luck. And again, I got to remember, stay in and around the firewalls. It's hard for me to see. It's hard for you guys to see. But that's where all the damage is. The next Alexi is here at about 1042. I don't know how that relates to prior runs, but I know it's more. Increases the chance of a critical, I guess just that one because it's the only one that can add to damage. Damage is all I need. Oh, we need to kill Alexi though, like right now, because we can't progress until he's dead. So if my attacks actually want to land on him, we'll be good to go. Come on, give me a firewall. Okay, he's got a firewall on him. There we go. Once things actually hit him, he evaporates. So increase the damage of lightning bolt by 30%. I guess I might as well. It's 1700 damage. So I bumped it up to 2200. It attacks fairly often, so that's a good one. And I gotta remember those numbers are all doubled because all my things happen twice. So all I gotta do is kill another 500 idiots and then the boss, and then we're done. But I think we're on a pretty good pace so far. So let's do increase your, I think that was attack speed. I'm not even really bothering to read at this point because it doesn't really matter. But I would like a few more legendary attack bonus upgrade things if possible. Still seeing hits for 8800. Haven't seen one for over 10,000 yet, but it's only a matter of time. Those are definitely doing a lot of damage. Okay, we got 300 idiots left. Smite. Smite started out so strong that we kind of forgot about it, but it just bumped up to 3,000 damage, so that's not going to hurt anything. And I don't know what that equates to on a crit, but I bet it's real big. Alright, there's lots of experience. Not sure what I killed, but I'll take all of the experience. I haven't even paid attention to health once, really. I just haven't felt that I needed to. So let's just increase the crit strike of spread shot, I guess, which is my boring basic attack. It is doing lots of damage, but it was already doing lots of crits. I think one thing that would have been better too would have been having the skill to make full health enemies always take a crit, because obviously my skills generally land on the enemies with full health and they don't survive beyond that. Alright, so we're getting pretty close to the next Alexi, who I suspect is probably going to die fairly reasonably quickly. Look at all that experience. Okay, we're going to increase Thunder Strike by 30%, so it's up to 4,500 damage also. So everything here is just completely boned. Nothing has a chance of surviving. We just keep going in doom circles. Alexi's down here, so we're going to go straight to him to kill him in a hurry. I think this will probably about do it, to be honest. So he's dead. 13 minutes and 23 seconds. So I think I beat my 15-minute goal. That's going to be hard to top, I think. I'm kind of curious about Mr. Melee here. I can build his Blood God's Legacy. So it does that, which I think is a better version of this sword because it doesn't have any defense. It just has extra damage. All right, here we go. Do inadequate damage. I have already restarted once because I started out not getting the upgrades I want. So the first thing I find is increase the area effect by 10%. That's probably a pretty good start, especially because this is actually pretty big. If that gets as big as it did last time, that will be taking up probably the whole half of the screen. And here comes the purple tosser, so we'll go ahead and slowly windshield wipe him into oblivion. And I keep forgetting that this actually causes bleed. This isn't bad, but the burn damage takes too long. Smite, however, he does a lot of damage and it heals me. So we'll start him with Smite again. And I regret nothing. This Smite's gonna hit. Oh, I think I bumped him out of there. That's actually interesting though, because I have knockback now, so I can knock guys around to where I want them. Area of effect up by 10%. The windshield wiper gets bigger. Area of effect. Ooh, so that's actually gonna increase this by 20%. I'm gonna take a gamble and do that just because look at the size of it now. So it by itself is hitting pretty much everything. So if that gets strong enough, that's also going to be insane. Because it's not really missing anything. It causes them all to bleed. There's my firewall too, so this is shaping up good. Firewall is 840 damage to start, and that's going to get better and better. I just need to remember to there we go. Increase the damage of Smite by 30%. So that's going to land on him, or did land on him for big damage. That's already up to 1274. Having that early firewall is actually huge. Increase critical strike chance by 15%, so we're already up to 30%. 1 in 3 hits is a crit, and that makes a big deal when enemies are slowly walking through fire. There's lightning bolt and meteor again. Let's do lightning bolt for 700. I've had better luck with lightning than fire in the past. Both are fun, both do lots of damage. I forgot to check the damage output on my last run, but I'm pretty sure firewall was the big one. We have some good choices here. Do I increase my damage by another 20 or my area of effect? Probably area of effect, because Firewall and Smite need to get bigger. Increase your damage by 20%, reduce movement speed by whatever. Movement speed is easy to make up for again. So Smite's up to 1456, Firewall is 960, but that'll certainly get bigger. Okay, we're gonna take Meteor Shower, because that's of all the choices there. Meteor Shower does cover a pretty big area. So we just passed the 3-minute mark. There's Alexi, so we're on pace as we were last one. We're gonna pull Alexi right into the fire. Ow. This might actually just make a difference of when my Smite lands. Wow, look at all these. 15% damage, 20% area, 20% attack speed. I just want area for now. Area is getting pretty big. We could probably just focus more so on damage now, or attack speed even for a little bit. Okay, I'm gonna start banishing some of these because like I don't want that for now. I'm just gonna increase my damage by 10%. We're gonna lose speed again, but I need that damage. I need to be able to kill things in a hurry. Like Alexi here has been alive for far too long already. But there, a Smite finally landed on him. He dead. good. The only thing here that can do damage is Shadow Bolt, but that's after 5 seconds, so we're going to re-roll those. And there's Thunder Strike for 1020 damage. Yeah, here's what I was missing last time. 100% chance to do critical strikes to enemies with full health. So now when my attacks come out of the blue like that, they'll do a lot of crits, which is just tons of extra damage. Increase meteor shower by 30%. And all those meteors that land, they really stack up quickly. Like, look at all that. I was tempted to take meteor. I'm not gonna do it because I want these skills more, so I need these. So we're gonna get an extra 10% attack. And since I don't love any of these, I'm gonna re-roll for, I guess what to say, an extra 10% damage. We're slowing down again, but I mean, we're doing big damage. Real big damage. Okay, I'm also gonna banish this. Then I'm going to banish this, and we're going to take an extra 10% damage. Smite down here is up to 1820 already. We're at the 4.5 minute mark. My guy is slow as a sloth, but he's hitting super hard. Don't want any of those. Increase your attack speed by 20% is actually really big right now. Then we're going to increase area of effect by 15%. So we just got a massive upgrade between those two. Look how big it all is again. And they all hit so hard. Plus all those crits on fresh enemies. Damage done by 10%. No problem. It is getting a little bit hard to get out of the way of attacks. So we might not be able to sacrifice any more speed. But I will give myself 15% more attack speed. So where's our firewall on that? It's going 8.6 seconds. So it's already pretty quick. And that means we definitely always have a firewall going somewhere, which is always damage going out. Okay, I'm going to give myself a little bit of movement speed back. And then we're going to do 10% attack speed. And then I'm going to laugh when everything dies around me. I'm definitely like power leveling. Every time I close the menu, basic comes back up. An extra 5% damage. Smites at 1957, firewall is 1200. Can I have one of those legendary upgrades now? Increase the damage of heavy strike by 30%. Nope, let's just take 5% overall. 5% over every skill adds up to tons of damage. Okay, increase extra critical strike potency by 30%. So all those crits are now 30% bigger, which is absolutely huge. So, yep, there's another level up. I basically close the menu and pick more damage. 5% attack speed it is. Then is back to what we were doing, basically insta leveling. The next Alexi is here at 545. Before getting to him, let's increase our critical strike chance by 5%. So it's 1 in 3 on enemies that are already damaged. Alexi's definitely taking some damage, so he's dead. I'm not entirely sure what it was that did so much damage to him. He might have been standing in a firewall. So let's do area of effect by 5%. And we can do specifically meteor shower. Let's just do 15% for everything. That makes more sense. And we're only losing out on 50% damage from meteor there anyway. It's still getting a 15% increase, which is huge. I am liking the size of those firewalls. And here's straight up an extra 10% damage. Even my swinging sword mace thing is doing a lot of damage. And once it hits guys for that bleed, once they're bleeding, I think they take more crits. Let's do critical potency by 30%. That would actually be a smart thing to stack up now because we're doing so many crits. If we could get that up to like 1,000,000%, everything would die instantly. It's hard to keep up with all this power leveling. Increase damage 15%. So we're at 160% extra damage and 55% extra attack speed. I was just curious because I wasn't sure what the numbers actually landed on yet. Okay, and then we're gonna take 15% damage. These are just gonna be more and more ridiculous numbers. We still haven't found a legendary upgrade this time. Not that we need one, but it would sure be fun. Oh look, another level up. Who'd have thought? I guess we'll take crit potency by an extra 20%. That basically means 20% damage because we do, I think, mostly crits at this point. If not, we do a lot of them, so it's just tons of damage. Like, the damage is so high right now that by the time I walk myself over to someone, it takes a while, they already die. So let's go even slower with even more damage. Starting to get a workout to make it to all these experience though. I wish it would come to me after a while. But we'll just keep going on that experience, leveling up, more damage, you know the drill. So increase area of effect by 5%. I don't need to walk faster. I'm content going this quick. Okay, where's Alexi? I see his goo. There we go. Yeah, walk into that. Good. Right into the middle of that meteor shower. Now the smite's gonna hit him. Something's gonna hit him. Plus that meteor shower, and he's about dead. I don't know if there was a firewall on him or not. I didn't really see. An extra 20% crit potency. I think that's where the majority of our damage is coming from at this point because our crits are hitting so damn hard. I guess we'll take an extra 5% damage. That's just going to further multiply against the crits because the crits are a multiplier on top of that. And our crits are hitting for 315% damage. So yeah, that's big. Probably why everything's dying every time they're touched by anything of mine. There's a hit for 8,500. Super annoying. I just got knocked all the way down here. Increase the damage of meteor shower by 30%. So what are you up to now? 1,500 and hits for all of those. So that's what we call a winner. I really hate that I got knocked all the way down there though. Now my experience is all spread out and I don't really know how to go get it all because I'm lazy. But maybe I'll just focus on experience that's up here and over here. All my skills are pretty basic levels, but I just stack so much damage that it just works. Especially the crits. Look how slow I am. I'm just a slow moving ball of damage. Plus, this will be a legendary upgrade. Nope, it won't. I guess we'll just take 15% damage across the board. And I'm not really sure how they calculate that, but whatever. We're at 1015 and we got another Alexi, who is obviously right here. It's hard to get out of the way of his damage right now, so hopefully we manage to get some damage on him and he dies. I think he's in the fire thing right now. Come on, walk this way. There you go. There's a meteor landing on him, so he's dead. So that works out. It is getting a little bit hard to move. All fire gets an extra 20%. Yes, please. So the meteors are hitting for 2,000, and I feel like that's ridiculous for meteors because they hit so many. So on crits we're hitting for 6,000 and like 6 of them land, so it lands out like 20,000 damage. I'm gonna take 30% damage to smite because yeah, that bumped it up a full 900 damage. It also leveled it up, which might make it quicker. I'm not really sure. It might also heal me more. I don't really know anything but damage works, and even then I'm kind of guessing. But at the same time, that seems to be working rather adequately for me. I think I'm on top of a smite right now. Oh, I just took a lot of damage because I was not looking at the enemies. I'll probably still be fine. Plenty of health, just no movement speed. There is a health thing up top there I saw, so yep, got it. Oh, there's another one too. See, this will be fine. Then I just gotta land in a few more of my own smites. Oh, while we're waiting, we could get 20% damage to smite or just 10% overall. We'll take 20 to smite, because I feel like that in particular is gonna escalate really quickly suddenly. There's more health over there. I'm gonna try and sweep with my got it. So far so good. We're at the 12-minute mark. We're not far away from summoning the final Alexi. It's gonna be interesting at the end of this to see what did the most damage. Okay, we're gonna take damage by 10, I guess. Crits might have been a better choice there. Either way, it's more damage. Yeah, between the firewall and the lightning, I don't know if anything else is even necessary. Like, it's all nice, but I feel like I'd be perfectly fine if I didn't have the rest of the skills. But we're coming up on the next Alexi pretty soon after I kill this wave of idiots. So now I just gotta focus on getting to Alexi somewhat safely. I can get an extra dash. Just do an extra potency for crit. Okay, that's probably fine. I just need to thin out the idiots a bit so he really eats. Okay, he's down to half health. I think he's in a firewall. I might die here, but I get resurrected once. At least I'm pretty sure I do. I think he's gonna die anyway. Come on. Oh, the meteor missed him. He's still gonna die, but no, it has saved a few seconds. And he's dead. 1325. I already forgot what the last one was, but I know it's somewhere in the ballpark. So we had 2 really good runs. 2 very different runs. See, Firewall did 4.7 million damage. Lightning Bolt didn't do much, so we go without that one next time. All with minus 30% movement speed.